Hey guys, I'm John with Hops and Brews, and who are you gonna call? Well, apparently it's WA Meadwerks, because they ain't afraid of no ghost. So today we're gonna be checking out WA Meadwerks and their Ectomead, a sour apple mead. Love the can art, tell you that much. Let's check it out. This mead comes in at a 5.0% ABV, a 0 IBUs. It gets an average rating on Untappd of 4.38. A sour green apple mead. Well, the first thing I can tell you, it's green. I mean, it's very green. And secondly, it smells like sour Jolly Rancher candy apple. I mean, wow, if you're looking for that. Now, I don't know if that's technically a sour flavor, but most people equate it to, like, you know, Granny Smith, and that is the tartar end of the apple spectrum. You see, it's sour, but this smells like the green apple Jolly Rancher. And immediately, as soon as you crack it open, you smell it. It's a pungent smell. There is a bit of a soapy back end and this off-putting, like, sometimes you get it with mead. There's an off-putting aromatic in the back of this one. It smells a little waxy, and the honey though. So, bathroom air freshener style, those fruitiness, kind of gets that once you really get into it. But let's go ahead and check this out. This is a 5% mead, so it's more of that session mead. So I don't think it's going to be the big, thick body. Didn't pour like that either. So. Oh, it doesn't taste like it smells. Actually, it's tartar. It actually reminds me more of a cider with this candied apple flavor to it. Yeah, I kind of get a dry meatiness, but then because of that apple aromatics, it makes me think it's a cider, like an English cider, and then they sweetened it with candied apple, you know, Jolly Ranchers. You have this sweet aromatics of candy and this wax honeycombness to it. But then when you drink it, that's where that tartness comes in, and it kind of gives you this appley cider type flavor to the mead, making you think it's actually a cider. But it kind of complements that whole apple aspect of it. So it's actually pretty darn good in that way. But as far as mead goes, now I've had quite a lot of mead in my time. I actually really do like a good mead. They are very hard to find. Mead is very hard to produce, and it's expensive. Is it my favorite? No, it's not my favorite. It's interesting. I like it as an outdoor drink. I like it as a fall drink, actually, because it reminds me of apple picking fall, fire pits, you know, something like that, being bundled up in the cold, and I would be fine. And it's 5%. What I also really like is that it's not over-carbonated like a beer is. It is kind of even under-carbonated than a cider, so it's very easy to drink, but there's just enough of that tartness and kind of cider-esque flavor to it that I don't really want to chug this. It's kind of makes it a sipper. That's nice. I mean, I can take very large sips of it, and it only being 12 ounces, it's gonna go like that. So, WA Works Meadery Ectomead. Positives, I really like the color of it. It's just such a cool color to it. I mean, it makes it look like I'm drinking Kool-Aid or something. I do enjoy the aromatics. I do enjoy the slight tartness to it. There is some downsides that it is a mead and it does kind of taste like a cider to me. There's an off-puttingness to the back end. It is a session mead. I know that's probably more reasonable for people, but they're probably then going to have to pay more because it is a mead and it's only 5%. Does that make it worth it? I don't know. Really, it seems like it's gravitating more toward the impulse purchase. You know, they're wanting you to grab it because of the label. Overall, it is a pleasant experience to be drinking. Now, I think there's a problem with the average beer consumer and mead. When they hear that term, I believe they're thinking probably Nordic gods, you know, Vikings and everything like that, drinking out of a horn and getting sloshed. And there are meads out there that are like that, and they're big. You know, they range from 10 to 22%. I have a couple of those. They're fantastic. They're basically just wine. This, however, is coming in at your standard domestic pale ale ABV. So yeah, it has an interesting flavor. It looks really cool, but you're paying a lot of money for this. You're paying for 12 ounces of mead the same price you would pay for a double IPA in a 16-ounce can. There are plenty of 22-ounce double IPAs that are half the price of this can that I would gladly stock in my fridge and drink over and over again. This, I probably would not do that. Thus making meaderies and mead in general very, very hard to carve out a market for themselves. Now, I think this is the whole point of the hard seltzer selling craze, is that they're pushing low calorie to no calorie and flavor, and still at a decent price. That's what's hard about craft mead, that price. And honey is just hard to come by. It's unique, it's different. I do enjoy mead. So if you enjoy mead, and love experimenting with all sorts of different flavors and beverage types, I checked some of their other meads out, and they look pretty interesting. Check them out. Cheers, guys. Hey guys, thanks for watching this video. Remember, hit like and subscribe. Follow me on all my social media stuff. The links for those will be at the very bottom of the description. Have you ever gotten to try WA Meadwerks, Ectomead, or any of their other meads? Have you ever tried a craft mead before? Let me know in the comments below, and what did you think of it? See ya.